At this time, I'd like to welcome Tim Nash, MCI's Technical Solutions Regional Manager, to present the Maintenance Technician of the Year Award.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Congratulations, guys. I wanted to come up and start off by saying the regulations and things that I've witnessed in a couple of these seminars are sometimes it seems a little beyond it for some companies. And I thought of something that just came up and hit me kind of near and dear. Really close. My son's girlfriend had to go to an event. And so I live in the Pacific Northwest. They had to drive almost 400 miles, right? So here's a bunch of college kids, 20 years old. I go, okay, so you guys are chartering a bus from one of the local guys, right? And no, we're taking, we got 28 people or whatever. We're all taking, we're taking two 15-passenger vans. I go, okay. So who's driving the vans? So my son's girlfriend goes, well, I'm driving part of the way. She's 20 years old, right? So my thoughts are that we take even colleges and we get to the point where they're at the point where they can't afford to charter buses because you're thinking, okay, they're looking at what it costs here to do all this, and it seems cost prohibitive. I'm just saying it's another element. They keep adding these costs and adding these regulations and adding things. It's really tough for people. But another thing I wanted to hit real quick was guys like me, we visit tons and tons of shops. So some of the skills and the things we see, I mean, just recently, I walk into a shop and I see a guy, for instance, that has a coach on high ride, and he's up over the tires. This is a technician in a shop, right? It's like, no, get out of there, you can't do that, you know? And so everybody speak out. If you ever see technicians doing that, make sure that, and what it is if a coach is on high ride, somebody could just be in the driver's seat and hit a button, turn the ignition off, do anything, and that thing goes down. So I was, I'm not trying to be a drag to everybody, but just to kind of mention that a little bit, right, that this is just me being in a shop and just pointing it out. We do it all the time, and I tell my guys all the time to do the same thing. I go, see something, say something. You may save this guy's life. Because that may be a practice he's doing all the time, right? So what that gets me to is the 101 skills we've lost. And we're at the point where a lot of the shops, they've gotten to the point where, I started with Mark Richards back in 1986, been doing this for a long time. Mark was the type of guy that he wasn't going to allow you to do those types of things, as a lot of the older guys did. So we're losing a lot of that older talent. So if you have people who are younger and they're not being careful, remember that's key, is to keep them safe, make sure they go home, okay? So this brings me to what all this is about right here, okay? So the gentleman for the Maintenance Technician of the Year has all these 101 skills. Very impressive. Too impressive, actually. It kind of made me feel a little inferior. But reading over, knowing this person, he's gone through the School of Hard Knocks. From starting in the industry back in the 70s with Greyhound, working on cars, taxis before that. He's owned his own maintenance garage. He's volunteered at the Pacific Bus Museum. He's helped build old buses. He's helped restore old buses, including with his own company. The maintenance or the staff at his company absolutely adores this person, and I can see why. All the older guys don't ever retire. Okay, you can't. We got to have you around, right? So what I want to So this person is in control of the maintenance facility, over the wash crew. Basically, he's the jack of all trades for this company. So I would like to, on behalf of MCI, California Bus Association, I'd like to invite Michael Brown up here. You are Maintenance Person of the Year. I know, man. I used to have all that hair, remember?